Here's the top stories for December 21st. As Christmas exodus begins, 4.6 million port passengers are expected, and the Philippine National Police secures all transport hubs. Father and son suspects in the Bondi mass shooting jogged, slept, and bonded in a Davao hotel, according to National Security Advisor Eduardo Año. There is no word yet from former PNP Chief Nicolas Torre III on the MMDA post. No low-pressure area monitored, but easterlies and the shear line will continue to bring widespread rains, according to PAGASA. Paraplegic engineer becomes the first wheelchair user to blast into space. Police and other law enforcement agencies have intensified the security measures in all transportation hubs across the country for the Christmas exodus, especially in seaports where at least 4.6 million passengers are expected to converge during the entire holiday season. Lawyer J. Daniel Santiago, general manager of the Philippine Ports Authority, said the expected passengers for the Christmas season this year is higher compared to last year, with 4.4 million recorded passengers from the same period of December 15th to January 5th. For this year, we are expecting 4.6 million passengers. We are expecting an increase of 250,000 to 300,000 additional passengers compared to last year, said Santiago, who is scheduled to inspect the Batangas port, one of the country's busiest ports, on Monday, December 22nd. With the expected huge volume of passengers, Santiago said he already instructed all port management offices across the country to cancel all the leaves of absence of all personnel in PPA-managed and supervised ports across the country, especially those involved in operation and other frontline services. At least 3,000 port police personnel and augmentation forces that include personnel from the Philippine Coast Guard, the Maritime Group of the Philippine National Police, and security guards were also placed on heightened alert for the entire duration of holiday season to ensure passenger safety. National Security Advisor Eduardo Año on Friday, December 20th, rejected claims that the Philippines is a terrorist hotspot, as he bared that the father and son suspects in the recent mass shooting at the Bondi beach in Sydney, Australia, spent their entire stay at a hotel in Davao City simply jogging, sleeping, and bonding with no indication that they underwent any form of terror training. Sajid Akram, 50, and his son Naveed, 24, arrived in the country on November 1st and allegedly stayed at a one-star accommodation along Pichon Street in Poblacion District, Davao City, until their departure on November 28th. 2 weeks later, they allegedly opened fire at attendees of the Hanukkah celebration at the Bondi Beach on December 14th, killing at least 15 people. Sajid was killed by responding Australian police while Naveed was critically injured. 40 people were also hurt in the attack. The Philippine National Police has not yet received any communication from its highest-ranking officer, General Nicolas Torre III, in connection with this appointment as General Manager of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority. PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Randolph Tuaño said there is no official communication yet on whether or not Torre would choose early retirement to accept the post given by President Marcos. Torre's appointment as MMDA General Manager is seen as a way of resolving an awkward situation in the PNP, wherein its highest-ranking officer is on a non-duty status, and that the official occupying the police top post, Police Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates, Jr., is a 3-star general. Under the law that created the PNP, only one officer is allowed to have a 4-star rank in the police's chain of command, and Nartates could not get his 4th star and full privilege of being the chief PNP, with Torre still in active service. Torre is scheduled to retire on March 11, 2027, while Nartates will reach the mandatory retirement age of 56 a few days later, or on March 19th. Despite the absence of any monitored low-pressure area, several weather systems will continue to bring rains over large parts of the country, particularly eastern Luzon, the Visayas, and eastern Mindanao. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration said Sunday, December 21st. PAGASA weather specialist Obet Badrina said no weather disturbance is currently being monitored either inside or outside the Philippine area of responsibility, but cloud clusters associated with the easterlies will still cause rainfall in many areas. Badrina said the shear line is also expected to affect parts of northern Luzon within the day, bringing the possibility of moderate to heavy rains. Because of this, PAGASA reiterated its warning for possible weather-related hazards, especially in areas prone to flooding and landslides. Meanwhile, the State Weather Bureau said the easterlies will continue to affect much of the Visayas and the eastern sections of Mindanao, resulting in generally rainy conditions. A paraplegic engineer from Germany blasted off on a dream-come-true rocket ride with 5 other passengers Saturday, leaving her wheelchair behind to float in space while beholding Earth from on high. Severely injured in a mountain bike accident 7 years ago, Michaela Benthouse became the first wheelchair user in space, launching from West Texas with Jeff Bezos' company, Blue Origin. She was accompanied by a retired SpaceX executive also born in Germany, Hans Königsmann, who helped organize and, along with Blue Origin, sponsored her trip. Their ticket prices were not divulged. An ecstatic Benthouse said she laughed all the way up. The capsule soared more than 65 miles and tried to turn upside down once in space. "It was the coolest experience," she said shortly after landing. The 10-minute space skimming flight required only minor adjustments to accommodate Benthouse, according to the company. That's because the autonomous New Shepard capsule was designed with accessibility in mind, making it more accessible to a wider range of people than traditional spaceflight, said Blue Origin's Jake Mills, an engineer who trained the crew and assisted them on launch day. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.